Whoa!
It's all right.
Hey, this is Tango Tuesday. Tango Tuesday. I know, probably looking pretty dark right now. We're in the shade because it's too darn hot outside. With me today is Tammy Schreckengast. She will be talking to you guys about what she does is a marketer. Tango Tuesday, for you guys who tuning in for the first time, is all about connecting the community, making a connection with our community. The way we go about doing that is spotlighting the individual business. So, and Tango Tuesday, everyone always make fun of it, but it takes two to tango, and that's how we network and things of that sort. So, I'm going to let Tammy introduce herself and more importantly, let her explain what she does.
Thank you for having me on Tango Tuesday. I'm Tammy Schreckengast, and I am what you'd call a professional networker.
Okay. So, what would is a professional networker? For those ones who don't know, I know, but they might not know.
Well, what a professional networker does is we will go out for other business owners and network when a business owner does not have time. There are certain businesses where people just can't get out of their office. There are other people who are very introverted, and walking into a room of 100 or 200 people to network is just not an option for them. And then there's a third group of people who do network, but they want more business and they want others to go out for them and do that networking, and that's what I do.
Okay. I see we got a couple people on. We got Amy, we got Nick, my boy from back home, both of the people back home. So let me see. Oh, I dropped my notes. So I'm looking down right now. So that's embarrassing. That's live for you, right?
That's right.
So how would you? How would you go about doing that with business owners? Talking to them about marketing their business.
Well, what I do, Larry, is sit down with my client and I will discuss their needs, where they want me to go for them, how many times a week or how many times a month that they would like for me to network for them. Some people know where they would like for me to go, and other people are not in the networking scene and have no idea where that they might want me to go. So what we do is we'll just do some testing of some groups. I had a group that I went to that I was invited to, but those people there really weren't warm, and I didn't feel like that they were a good connection for newcomers.
Okay.
So we gave that a chance for maybe about 2 times, but I felt like that was something that we needed to pass on.
Okay.
And so we ended up with a master network group that meets every week.
Okay.
And so I sit down with my client and we figure out where they'd like for me to go,
Right.
how many times, and we talk about their budget. And really, sometimes their budget dictates how many times a week or how many times a month that I go out for them.
Okay.
So I have a client right now that she said, I'd like for you to go out 5 times a week.
Okay.
And so there were 2 evening events that she wanted me to attend, and those are once a month groups. So the other groups were during the day, and so we finally settled on those 5, and so that was a good fit for us, for her.
So I know some of these networking groups, they have membership fees and so forth. Now, how would your clients go about membership fees? Do they pay it for you, or is it out of your pocket, or how does that work?
So yes, our that would be a cost to my client.
Okay.
There are groups that have a one-time fee or they have a weekly fee. They're not very expensive as a rule. So yes, I would pass that on to my client. And if there are other requirements, I take care of that. So a lot of groups will require you to come 3 times and have 3 guests, and They may have 3 referrals or different things. So I take care of that. I'll bring the guest, I'll give the referrals, and I'll get the referrals.
Okay. That sounds pretty simple.
It is. And then I take those referrals back to my client for them to get that back to them.
Okay. So with your clients, do you have, or with the potential clients, do you have a one-on-one with them, either with your potential clients or for the potential clients that you're bringing in, or do you have a one-on-one with your the people that are going to be hiring you?
Well, I do have a one-to-one with the people that are hiring me, and part of the membership of some of these groups require one-on-ones.
Okay.
And they for the membership itself, but they will also encourage you to have one-on-ones during your membership there. That's how you make connections. That's how you get to know people. And, they always say that people do business with people that they know, like, and trust.
That's true. That's true. So how would you, let me see, how can I word this? How would you measure the success for your clients that you're marketing their business?
Well, success is several different ways that I measure success. Number one is I've got to be bringing in referrals.
Okay.
Now, we all know that referrals don't flow the second that you walk into a group.
Right.
People have to know you. They have to learn you. So it can take a few months for people to decide that they're interested in doing business with you.
Okay.
Let's say, for instance, my tax lady.
Right.
During tax season, that was easy to find people that needed their taxes done. And right now, it is still easy to find people who haven't filed their taxes. They need to file that extension.
Wow.
And so I'm still finding clients for her. But measuring success can be for my customer. Once I pass that information to my customer and they contact that client that I've referred to them, then it's up to them to make the sale.
Okay.
Because, Larry, I'm not out making sales. I'm out getting my clients contacts, getting them hot leads, people that are interested right now in their services. So I have several different clients right now. I have a chiropractor, and I have a guy who has a construction business, but he wants to focus on his fencing business.
Okay.
So I'm going out and hunting for customers, clients that need fencing. And so each of these businesses are different, and it takes, to get a client for a tax person is different than getting a client for my chiropractor or for the fence guy.
Right.
People that have or need a fence, it's only like once every 10 years. So you've got to be just getting those people just in time. Or you've got to find those HOA leaders that you can connect with and get them in with something like that. So success on my part is bringing that lead. Success on the customer's part is actually them taking that lead and working it and being able to negotiate, whether it be price, whether it be time, however they negotiate for their product.
Okay. So what would be a ideal client for you, per se?
Well, I am looking for a new business, and an ideal client for me would be, of course, those people who cannot get out and do their networking. But in specific, sorry, Larry.
That's okay.
I'm looking for dentist would be perfect for me, or an attorney who they're in court most of their time. It could be an upscale men's salon where these people are actually in their salon doing work. They need more business, but between clients, they don't have time to go network.
True.
So it could really be any kind of business, Larry, but mostly clients that have been in business for a while and they've established a good income.
Okay. Well, Man, I'm running out of questions now. Is there anything you want to? Is there anything you want to add on per se? Because that's pretty much all the questions I have, and you answered like boom, 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 boom.
Well, not really. I
Yeah.
think that pretty much sums up what I do. I am great at creating relationships.
Okay.
I am great at trying to penetrate the information that I need for a client.
Right.
I'm available to network in the mornings, during the noontime. There are actually some groups that meet 9 or 10 o'clock-ish. I'm also available in the evening.
Okay.
So I am available, and I will sit down with that client. We will figure out where they'd like for me to go, and I'll go.
Something just came to me. What about like trade shows? Do you assist clients with that aspect of it if they need your help?
I do, Larry.
Okay.
I will go out and help trade shows. Again, most of networking is about that relationship.
Right.
I don't really have to know a lot about chiropractic, or I don't have to know a lot about accounting or taxes to go out and build those relationships and find out who needs service.
Right.
So, yes, I do that. And one last thing, Larry, that I ask my customers to do is I will ask them to create me a name tag and a business card.
Okay.
That name tag and business card will have their logo on it, and will have my contact information and theirs.
Okay.
So if they're looking to call the office, they have that number. If they're looking to call me directly for questions about making,
Right.
they reach me directly.
Okay. That makes sense. Well, I appreciate you taking time and being on Tango Tuesday. And that's what Tango Tuesday is all about, folks. Just following an individual and give them opportunity to show you what they bring to the table, because you never know, you may need their services or not. This is part of Tango Tuesday that we call Who Do You Know? Many of you guys perhaps know what I do for a living, but for those who don't, what I do, I help families and individuals and small business owners on their health coverage, offering them a underwritten plan through the which is a PPO plan. That'll give you nationwide coverage. So if you know of anyone that I can help, please message me. For this week, what I'm looking for is chiropractors. If you know of any chiropractor, I don't care if it's Chickasha, Oklahoma. I don't care if it's Bernie, Texas. I don't care if it's Sealy, Texas. You just let me know. I'll be more than happy to give them a call. If you need to contact Tammy or myself, you could just message me on this Facebook. Be more than happy to making sure she get that information. So once again, I appreciate you being here. Don't forget, everyone, to, if you like this, please share it. That's the only way that we could help someone who's perhaps needing someone with Tammy's talent to market their business. So please share it and like the video as well. So for those ones in the local DFW area, tomorrow I will be hosting Whiskey Wednesday networking. It's a networking event. So if you are in the DFW, I would love to have you to come out. It will be held at the Trinity River Distillery downtown Fort Worth. So if you, like I said, if you're in the DFW area, that's the place it's going to be. It's from 5:30 to 8. What else? Okay, that's pretty much about it. As always, thank you guys for this dance, and just remember, it takes two to tango. Until next week, you guys take care.